what a beautiful morning.
Hey, Arnold.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Happy birthday!
I got a beautiful feeling because it's Arnold's birthday.
Singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you. No one. Open in the present, and you can't forget the rest. Ordinary second best to the sun. Move, sigh, give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the
'70. Wow, what a milestone.
Ooh, how'd that happen?
Finally, you'll retire.
Welcome to our decade.
Welcome to the Club of Old Geezers.
To the special world of septuagenarians.
A milestone that both of us have long since passed.
Yes.
Me far more than Sue. And
I'm a child, Brian.
right.
I'm 7 months behind you, and I'm looking to you as a trailblazer as we move through this decade together.
There are two positives to turning 70. One is that you made it to 70, and second, it's better than turning 80.
And as a result, we can offer all kinds of advice for you into your declining years. Firstly, hang in there. Secondly, hang in there. And for rule 3, look at rule 1.
You're still a kid.
You have many, many years to go.
70 is the new 65.
Maybe the new 55.
So, young man, enjoy your entry into your 8th decade as a novice in the Geezers Club and have many, many more.
A toast to you on your 70th birthday.
Cheers, my friend.
Carol and I send you all our best.
A healthy and happy birthday, and for many years to come. Happy birthday, Arnold.
Hi, Dad. For your birthday, we figured that there's nothing really we could say that a master playwright hasn't already said. So here's something you might find familiar. I am the very model of a collegiate librarian. I've information catalogued banal and esoterian. I know the works of Carol and I quote the poems nonsensical, from Jabberwock to Walrus in order alphabetical.
I'm very well acquainted too with matters all theatrical. I understand librettos both simple and operetical. My passion's Broadway musicals. I'm teeming with a lot of rhyme. Lot of rhyme. Aha! With many witty lyrics from Gillibert and Sullivan. I'm so very good at cooking up different confections. My PowerPoints are formatted to ultimate perfection. In short, I'm not your average boring old septuagenarian. I am the very model of a collegiate librarian.
So they asked me to say something funny or some story, and I'm thinking to myself, what's a good Arnold story that I could tell? People ask me all the time, what's Arnold like at work? And so I always want to share this one story, and I think you'll remember it. That first trip to McMaster, when we did that road trip together, and I looked over and I said, Arnold, when's the first bathroom break? And you looked at me and you're like, this van stops when it needs gas. And we put on the show tunes. Anyway, I hope you have a very happy birthday. It's been a pleasure having you as my grand boss and my great grand boss, and many happy returns.
Poor boy. Poor boy. Oh, youth can really do a fellow in. How lovely to sit here in the shade with none of the woes of man and maid. I'm glad I'm not young anymore. the rivals that don't exist at all, the feeling you're only 2 feet tall. I'm glad that I'm not young anymore. No more confusion, no morning after surprise, no self-delusion that when you're telling those lies, she isn't wise. And even if love comes through the door, the kind that goes on forevermore, forevermore is shorter than before. Oh, I'm so glad that I
Happy birthday, Arnold, and many happy returns.
anymore. The tiny remark that tortures you. The fear that your friend...
I'm so proud to work with you, and I just want to thank you for being such a great colleague and friend. I remember the day I arrived at Case Western Reserve University, there were flowers waiting from the library and from you, and that was such a great welcoming experience. We've been through a lot together, and I'm missing our lunches at Mickelson and Morley, where we could vent and be happy together and also share some joys and sorrows. So thanks for being a great friend. I hope next year is a wonderful year for you, and enjoy this special day.
So do you remember this one? A Jewish man is shipwrecked on an island. Over time, he starts to gather some of the materials from around the island, and he starts to build himself the basic things in life. You know, a place to sleep, a place to go shop, a shul. Miraculously, years into living on the island, he sees a boat coming to rescue him. And the sailors on the boat say, go gather your basic stuff and then hurry up, we've got to leave. So he gathers his things, and just as he's about to get on the boat with the sailors who were saving his life, one sailor turns to him and says, what are those two buildings? He says, oh, that's my synagogue over there. And the other building, that's a synagogue I would never go in. From one Altakaker to another, happy birthday, Arnold.
First, with a bit of advice from J.R.R. Tolkien. The greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Today and tomorrow are just to be said. The chances, the changes are all yours to make. The mold of your life is in your hands to break. And many happy returns of the day, David and Kathy.
A special guest, the Queen of Hearts, who came to see you today. I know when we see you, right now for us, it's your unbirthday. And that's a good thing, because then you can get 364 presents. But when you see this, it will be your birthday. And that's why we're here. We want to wish you a happy birthday. We love you, Arnold. I miss seeing you all the time. And I hope that you have many, many more years of happiness, and that nobody comes over and says off with his head to you.
Happy birthday, Arnold. I feel like we've been working in Wonderland at Case together, however you would like to take that.
Karen and I send our very best wishes and regards from Chicago. It's been a fast 10 years since you came to Kelvin Smith Library, and you revitalized the library from what I remember as a morgue to the place to be at Case Western Reserve University. You also took the Friedman Center to the next level as a real digital research center for the students, faculty, and friends of the university. And I'm eternally grateful for that, and also happy to have spent time on that project and other library projects with you. Now, as you come to this juncture in your 70s, Karen and I hope we'll have time to spend with you and Janice and have you show us the city of Cleveland, since you've both become card-carrying Clevelanders. Arnold, happy, healthful birthday. We look forward to having a rain check once this COVID craziness is over and we can celebrate this great occasion with you. All the best.
One of the most memorable moments that I think about at KSL is about you. When I was sick for 3 months, you made the effort to call me every day on a Friday around 3 o'clock to see how I was doing. So I do think you've been the most compassionate person for all the staff through the years. But most of all, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you have a great year, and cheers, take care, and have a healthy year. And hopefully we'll see each other sometime. Take care.
I hope you have a great celebration and a great holiday season and New Year. I'm here at home in my organ studio where I have spent many hours during these pandemic times, and I'd like to play a short German Christmas carol arrangement for you now.
So sorry I can't be there with you to celebrate in person, but looking forward to when we can do such things again, hopefully in 2021. Would love to see you again and have a drink and catch up. I have never really had a chance to say thank you for everything that you've done for me throughout my career. You've always been there for me, both as a mentor and a friend. And I want to thank you for taking a chance on me very early in my career when I was very young, and giving me opportunities that I don't think I would have had had it not been for you. So thank you again for all you've done. Thank you for being a great mentor and a great friend.
Thank you so much for giving me my very first opportunity to be a librarian. I will always be grateful to you, and I will always have an image of you dancing around your kitchen with my 6-week-old baby. Julie's almost 28 now. Time has certainly flown, but my admiration for you and my gratitude is never ending. So thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
We go back maybe further than you think. I started at OCLC in October of 1981, so we likely met sometime shortly thereafter at a users council meeting. So we are approaching 40 years as colleagues, and more importantly, friends. From OCLC to OhioLink to Hog Heaven to iCulk to Lyricist, the good old days when we could actually eat a whole rack of ribs. On a side note, Susan and I remember your wry comment back in 2008 while in Munich at the Hofbrauhaus that just maybe, you might be feeling a wee bit uncomfortable. But here you are, enjoying it nonetheless.
Our trip together started in Bloomington, it's proceeded over the years. Probably haven't seen each other as much as we'd have liked. But it's been good to keep in touch with you, and as you reach this milestone, I hope you have many, many more.
Do pardon this COVID hairdo of mine, but I guess it's back to the 60s. It's been great working with you all these years and really getting to know you. I do remember the first time we worked together. It was in New Orleans, and they put us up in that hotel that had definitely seen its better days. As I recall, I believe you got the Ethel Merman suite. What I also remember about that trip was my delight in learning that there is another person in this world who likes to be first in line when it comes to traveling. While there probably aren't any trips for us in the near term, I do hope there's one or two more trips for us in the future. Because what I really think the world could use now is the sight of two 70-year-olds plowing through women and children in order to be first in line. Until that time comes, take care, my friend, and again, happy birthday.
Stories about Arnold. Let me see. I only have a minute, so I'm going to be brief. From the beginning, when we first met, that plaid suit you wore to interview at Duke, I mean, whoa. We've had many meals over the years with Arnold and his family, and he has mad chef skills. But really, peeling asparagus before cooking? Who does that? Arnold is an exercise fanatic. For example, the nature hikes we've had, which turned out to be sort of speed walking around lakes in Massachusetts and Maine. He's definitely always ready for a tea party, right? That smile, always engaging, but there's a twinkle there that makes you think there might be an aside coming. And if Bill were here, I'm sure he would say Arnold was a colleague, a fellow collector, and a best friend. Happy birthday, Arnold.
Hope you have a great day, even though you're in isolation because of COVID.
We really enjoyed spending so much time with you over the years and hope that sometime we might be able to get together again with the old gang. I know that you continue to be busy at Case Western, but I hope that you're thinking about what 70 means in terms of making that switch to retirement so you can spend more time with Janice and the family and doing all the things that you love. I know that you've always enjoyed traveling around the world on projects and for fun, and hopefully after COVID you'll have the opportunity to do that again.
We hope you stay safe and have a great day.
Best, Arnold.
Happy birthday.
Arnold, it's John Shelley, and I'm here to salute you on your birthday. Thinking about this, I've been oddly reminded of a funeral I attended a few years ago for a wonderful guy who had worked at my old law firm. It was one of those funerals that are totally devoid of religion, spirituality, even ritual. Instead, the family asked at least 20 people to step to the front of the room and share their thoughts about the decedent. It went like this. Person number one, what can I say about Bob? He was the smartest guy I ever knew. He was amazingly well-read. He had an incredible sense of humor. And all in all, he was a real mensch. Person number two, well, the first thing to say is that Bob was really smart. He'd also read every book ever published, I think. What a sense of humor he had. Finally, he was a real mensch. And so on in almost identical words for the next 20 speakers. Now, I suspect that these videos are going to proceed in a similar fashion, and they should for good reason. You are, in fact, smart, a lover of books, possessed of a great sense of humor, and if an Episcopalian is allowed to use the term, a real mensch. I'm delighted to know you, and it's honored to have you as a friend. Have a wonderful birthday, and don't have your funeral for at least 31 years. I'm looking forward to your 100th birthday party. Happy birthday, Arnold.
It has been a real pleasure getting to know both of you, and especially Arnold at the Rofant Club, where you have sat with us at the little table in the parlor and entertained us with your wit and wisdom and joined us in conversation, both pleasant and controversial, which we have greatly enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed your presentations and will never forget Alice in Wonderland illustrations, nor the Broadway flops, some of which both Sue and I have participated in. I hope that in the intervening months and years, though you are no longer with us at Rofant, that we will maintain the friendship and the conversation and enjoy each other's company. One of these days, when this blasted
We'll meet
coronavirus
again. Shall I sing?
lockdown is over, we'll be able to do it in person and indulge in conversation, friendship, and Chinese food in person. Both Sue and I could sing you Vera Lynn's song.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again one of these days. Yeah.
And that's it. And I am paid by the family not to sing.
So
Anyway, from both of us, all good wishes. Hope that you have a wonderful birthday, at least zooming in with your children and other family members, and also viewing a little bit of us.
I have thoroughly enjoyed and been proud to share with you in the past year or so some of the challenges and opportunities in the bookish world. And I look forward to having similar opportunities in the years ahead. I especially look forward to being with you in 2021, which I am trusting will be a more enjoyable year, perhaps, than the one we have just been through. Again, many happy returns and best to you and your family. Take care from Bob and Judy.
When anybody asks me to describe you, I always think of someone who's thoughtful, delightful, kind, with a delightful sense of humor. You do have all of these attributes, but I really think of you as my friend. Eileen and I look forward to sharing common interests with Janice and you, and we both wish you the happiest of birthdays.
I remember when you first came to KSL. In fact, I was one of the faculty members of the search committee that interviewed you, were impressed by you, and ultimately recommended you for the job. So that was quite some time ago. What impressed us was that you thought outside the box, so to speak. And as you well know, Case Western Reserve University has its share of boxes. It's often been described as 8 silos with a central administration balanced precariously on top. At any rate, you were thinking and envisioning what a library should look like in the 21st century, not how better to run a 20th century library. And I remember all the changes you made, opening up the downstairs room so one could see the windows, furniture on wheels so students could create their own custom study groups, the cafe, lending computers, colorful decorations, a lounge area, and so on and so on. You brought the library from a sleepy place that the occasional student would wander into the campus living room. It was great. And Rofant, you brought the biblio back into our bibliophilic description of ourselves. I can point, for example, to the acquisition-deacquisition policy you conceived, wrote, and helped implement. The club went from wandering in the library equivalent of the Sinai wilderness into an organization that had a vision and a plan and a map of how to get there, bibliophilically speaking. Your imprint will remain with us for the next generation at least. So in short, Arnold, we're going to miss you and your bibliographic expertise, your vision, your managerial skills. These are all attributes Rofant desperately needs, and your loss, believe me, will be felt. But your impact for sure will live on as a testament to your having been part of us. So we come to your 70th birthday and your changes in life as we move forward together. Let's keep in touch, for real. We need to be in touch with each other, but in the meantime, I wish you a good 70th.
When I turned 70 10 years ago, I celebrated by climbing the stairs to the top of the castle and kissing the Blarney Stone. It didn't make me nearly as elegant or as eloquent as you are speaking or writing, but I now like to use big words because they make me sound more photosynthesis. Seriously, congratulations. Very best wishes for the coming years. May they be filled with health, happiness, family, and generally good times. Happy birthday, Arnold.
On Thanksgiving, we revived the memory of the Thanksgiving shower cap incident, hoping to prevent the smoke detectors from going off while you cooked the turkey. At 500 degrees, you covered them with shower caps. Where was that camera?
Another memory that I had while you were still living in Richmond over 30 years ago. We were sitting outside on your deck because Jean, my first wife, was unfortunately highly allergic to Atticus. It was a clear but chilly day. Then from a distance, a hot air balloon appeared coming our way. The operator was frantically trying to overcome the slow descent of the balloon by continually hitting the gas jets. It may be the vagueness of time, but I remember the balloon cleared your chimney by only a few feet. I don't think we realized the danger we were in until after the balloon passed. If this happened today, we would have all had our phones out to record the event. Another memory is that we started your collection of teapots, giving you a tea set when you came back from Germany. We also gave a few from various craft shows. But we can't take the blame for your Alice obsession. Even though we may have sent you some leads of Alice-oriented goods from craft shows we attended.
We hope for a time in the near future when once again we can be with family and friends in person.
I was thinking earlier today about the first time our paths crossed after high school. If our memory serves us correctly, it was when we lived in Ann Arbor and you and Janice moved to Detroit about 45 years ago. How thrilled I was to get the call that you both were moving close by. Since that long ago reunion, you have welcomed us as family with open arms. You've provided us with absolutely delicious meals and have given us the best of tour guide services wherever you've lived.
One of our fondest memories is from the time you gave us the grand tour of the library at Case. That day has stayed with us as it became evident how highly respected and much liked you are by the people who work for you. You were very proud of your workplace and the successes you've had at the university.
I've been thinking about you a lot the last few days, and in honor of you, I've been listening to Barbara Cook. Remember, you introduced me to Barbara Cook, and it's among the many, many, many good memories I have of times with you and your family. So when people ask me about my library experience and tenure, because it's a long tenure now, I'm 74, I always mention you, and I always say he was my mentor and my friend, and I'm very grateful for that. So I wanted to say a couple of things to you. You are the person who went out to eat pizza with me and tried to convince me that black olives are 100% fat. And I want to say to you that I still do not believe that. You are the person who introduced me to Barbara Cook. Thank you for that. You're the person who used to make the best cheesecakes in the world, and I hope that you still are. And you are the only person that I ever abolished a library department with. And I think that says something. So thank you for a lifetime of not membership, Arnold, a lifetime of friendship and companionship. Have the best COVID birthday that it's possible to have. The Winters family loves the Hershon family. Bye-bye.
One of the things I'd like you to realize is that I'm extremely grateful to you for luring me to Richmond, to VCU, and it's become my lifelong home. I've made a career out of it. My family is all here with me. I really do appreciate it. I also do appreciate your mentorship, your being a colleague, and most of all, being a lifelong friend.
Arnold, you may not realize it, but community building is one of your superpowers. And we learned that when we moved to Richmond. You welcomed us into your family and into your community of friends. And the entire time at VCU Libraries, you really fostered community by hosting wonderful social events. And that meant a lot to everyone.
Greetings from two of your three favorite stooges. We've been talking about what to say on your birthday video, and we're thinking about all the challenging times at VCU, and we decided we would just think about the fun times, because mostly we had fun. So here we are in Richmond, VA, to wish you happy 70th birthday. And to let you know that you will always be our kid from Duke.
Your moving to Cleveland left us a great void.
And we bet poems like these may leave you annoyed.
But anyway, we thought we'd give it a shot.
'Cause we're separated, like the egg tool, where the white drips like snot.
West Side Market and music at Blossom made us quite merry.
Nothing but the best. But a visit to a cemetery?
And when we couldn't fly to visit, we met somewhat halfway.
That trip to the Comedy Center really was a great day.
Poached salmon and flank steak left us quite smitten.
Oh, and if you come back, there are bylaws to be rewritten.
So many friends here. Come back, we'll be pleased.
And Mandarin still is the place for Chinese.
As we said, your leaving left such a great chasm.
And wait, that chocolate-covered bacon was like amazing meal.
Happy 70th, Arnold.
Hi, Arnold. Jeff and I just want to wish you happy birthday.
Hi, Arnold. Barb and I were talking about what we find so fascinating about you, and we both agreed that we just love the teapot collection. And so we thought for your birthday we'd show you our teapot collection. It is not as extensive as yours, but fascinating nonetheless. Let me just show you each piece. This is a Ming Dynasty. We know this because on the bottom it says made in China. So we're not positive about the dynasty, but we just call it the Ming. This one right here is an Old English teapot. We know this because it is old, and the writing on the bottom is in English. So I see we have, we'll show you some other pots in our collection here. Here are some pots and pans. So listen, we hope this has been an entertaining part of your day. We wish you the happiest of birthdays.
Very happy birthday.
And maybe next year in person, who knows?
We hope you have a very, very happy birthday.
We're sending you our best wishes. Take care.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Bye. Have fun.
I hope you have a fun day celebrating your birthday. Eat some cake. I miss you guys and spending time in Cleveland with you both.
Yeah, we love spending time in Cleveland with you, especially eating in Little Italy many times, several times.
Yeah, we hope you get back to Massachusetts soon.
We hope to see you soon.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We remember many, many wonderful times at your house. Most of them involve salmon, as well as lots of people and wonderful good times in Ashland and especially in Cleveland.
So that's, yeah, happy birthday, Arnold. This is a big one. And the one that I remember most is I think it was the last time we were together, was at the Audra McDonald concert at Blossom, which was just absolutely fantastic event. Anyways.
We will be back in Cleveland before you know it and
Someday.
get together.
Soon.
And
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arnold. Happy birthday to you. Take care.
Hi, Uncle Arnold. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I was just rereading the article about you and my dad starting the Merrick News. Thank you for establishing that legacy of journalism. I hope that I carry that on. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for everything that you do. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care.
What's the best advice Cousin Arnold has ever given you? Look after the senses, and the sounds will look after themselves.
It is better to be feared than loved.
Which way you ought to go depends on where you want to get to.
If everybody minded their own business, the world would go around a great deal faster than it does.
Happy birthday, Arnold. We love you.
I hope after COVID clears and there's another library conference in Atlanta, you all will come down and visit and we can go out again.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Birthday
to Arnold. Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to my favorite chef.
Love Nikki, Hayden, Matthew,
And Sean.
You should be very proud of all your accomplishments. You have a wonderful family. You've had a distinguished career with many honors and notable achievements. I tried to come up with something memorable, funny, or life-changing in terms of our experiences together. That was pretty much unsuccessful. What does come to mind were the many times we spent together while we were growing up in elementary school through high school. They were simpler times and upon reflection, simpler problems. So I remember the weekends visiting with Grandma and Grandpa, Thanksgivings at Natalie's house, and barbecues that we had during the summer. I also recall the entertaining and sometimes frightening experiences of driving around with you and your dad in his little Volkswagen. For good reasons, the experiences alternatively seem like they were a lifetime ago, and yet they were just a few years ago. Names of aunts and uncles and multitude of cousins occasionally flash back into my mind. So with that, I wish you a very happy 70th birthday. I hope you share some fond memories of our growing up years, but more importantly, hope you find lots of enjoyment in your golden years with Janice, your children, grandchildren, and friends. Jana and I wish you the best on this happy occasion.
We are looking forward to 2021, and we hope that we'll be together to celebrate with our kids, and most importantly, with that little grandchild we share, Nina.
Aw, nice kisses.
Yeah.
Can you say happy?
Happy
Can you say birthday?
birthday,
Say grandpa.
Papa.
Say happy birthday.
Happy
Birthday.
happy
Birthday.
happy
Birthday.
happy
Birthday.
happy
Birthday.
happy
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 birthday.
birthday,
Grandpa.
Papa.
Can you say 70?
Sunny.
Birthday, Arne. It's your friend Audrey. May you have many more wonderful souffles that don't fall, jello molds that take, and great memories and meals with your wonderful family. We miss you. Have a happy 70th birthday.
Arnold, I wish that you retain your incredible wit and wisdom forever, and that you are surrounded by your beautiful family and having your beautiful wife at your side, and you should live to 120 as vigorous as Moses. Right, as vigorous as 20. Happy B-Day. We love you. We'd love to see you. Can't wait for this COVID to end.
So is it turned on?
It's on now, yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say?
Just say happy birthday.
Why? What am I doing? What are the instructions
Wait,
again?
Just say happy birthday. It's on.
Why should I say?
It's recording
I
now.
thought you wanted me to say something about Lewis Carroll.
No. Well, you could.
Well, yeah, but these ducks are getting these geese are. I don't. I still don't know. Is it on?
It's on.
Didn't she say vertical?
Horizontal.
No, I thought it said we're supposed to do it
No,
vertically.
it's horizontal.
Are you sure?
Just say happy birthday.
All right, happy birthday already, Arnold. Happy birthday, la 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 la. You didn't say happy birthday.
I didn't. Am I supposed to say
Yeah,
happy
you
birthday
should say
too?
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Arnold.
Can he see you?
No, I don't
Oh,
know
you
how
have to flip it?
I can't flip it now.
Oh,
No, it won't
well,
give me that option.
turn the camera around.
Here, hold the camera. for
Okay.
me.
Now what do I do?
I don't know. Can you see me on it?
No, because I have to turn around. There you are. All right, tell him happy birthday already.
Are you sure that's not you? That you're seeing?
It's you.
No, we. Okay. Hi, Arnold. Happy birthday. We're here in Bonnie Park on our fourth five-mile march today.
Uh-oh, it's over in a minute.
And, oh, well then turn it off.
Okay. I can't turn it off. I have glasses both on.
Here.
Are you ready for your close-up? Yeah. Harley, don't bite that. Hey, Dad. Happy birthday.
We hope that you have an amazing day. We can't wait to see you in person, hopefully really soon. Hopefully this time we'll get to see you for longer than about 5 minutes in a parking lot. I've loved getting to know you over the past couple years and getting to talk with you about all your travels and spending time on the Harlem walking tour. It was awesome. And we can't wait for you to meet our new little baby Harley.
I think she just bit my face.
We love you.
While I was putting this together, I was thinking about, I don't know, where all this all kind of started. My love of filmmaking. And I thought of the documentary that you made for me when I was 6 years old, which was before any kind of editing software, before any kind of easy to use cameras. It's pretty impressive looking back on it. And it just reminds me of like so many things that you have shown me that have become who I am. Learning so much about photography and writing and movies and singing at random and telling inappropriate jokes. And you've shown me so much about the world. I think of just all our travels, going to South Africa, just because it seems so awesome from your pictures. Going whitewater rafting in Zambia and talking to you beforehand. And I feel like you said something along the lines of like, this is fine as long as we don't flip over. We're probably not gonna flip over, right? And then of course we flipped over and you had the biggest grin on your face. And I don't know, I could tell that was the highlight. So many fun times with all the arts and crafts for Indian guides. And even when I decided to put my face against a bunk bed, you know, you were there by my side, you know, helping ease my mind with math equations, which is embarrassing, but that was what got me through. So thank you.
I am here to give a shout out to the special birthday boy and to pose some pertinent questions. Who knew when creating the Merrick News with Elliot and Paul, working together on writing, advertising, and circulation, you not only saved up a trip to the Montreal's World's Fair, but you were laying the groundwork for lifelong creative thinking, an insanely strong work ethic, attention to every detail, and collaboration. All those hours at your parents' photography studio, learning by your father's side in and out of the darkroom, who would have expected you to develop as a remarkable photographer, noticing the smallest details and framing a subject in ways others just don't think of? Not sure about having that tenacity to stand and wait till every last tourist leaves the area to get the perfect shot, but I'm grateful you passed on your skills to Dan and Mike, and we have at least 400 shots of Ayers Rock. Asking you to start dinners at home, did your working mother expect that you would develop an ease, competence, and expertise in the kitchen? Lucky us. There are just too many delicious specialties of yours to name. Taking the train to New York City with Elliot to enjoy 1 or 2 Broadway shows a day over many years led to your deep knowledge and enjoyment of the Broadway canon. Who knew you would be a fan of Barbara Cook, Stephen Sondheim, and all those hits and little-known gems to this very day? We are comforted to know you will regale us with an appropriate lyric for every occasion. And after scribbling in an Alice book all those years ago, Who knew that would lead to your fascination and curiosity to all things Lewis Carroll, with books delivered often and spreadsheets of illustrators growing and growing and growing? Who expected you would visit 6 continents and need extra pages on your passport? Well, that is until this past March. And to think that many wondered if you were really a librarian after all. I was asked too many times, are you sure that he didn't work for the CIA with all that travel? At any rate, thanks for sharing the world with Dan, Mike, and me. Who expected both our parents would live in the same house for over 50 years in Merrick, while we would move so often that people recorded our address in their address books in pencil? Or that our boys would be born Southerners? Or that it all worked out even after some early trepidation on a stop in Richmond, Indiana, or those first few weeks in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania? We did really enjoy each of our many homes, cities, and the wonderful friends we made along the way. To my loving, caring husband, teapot co-collector, dear COVID partner, and best friend, I wish you wonderful health and joy on this special day, and look forward to spending many years together enjoying our beautiful family, traveling, and taking the pleasure in life. And as my father wisely said long ago, Ruth, she still laughs at his jokes. And many years later, she still does. Happy birthday.